Hi, my name is Todd Rooks, and this is my wife, Rachel Rooks, and this is our story about how God has worked in our lives over the last couple years. Well, I remember actually before we got married, when we were still dating, and the whole question, I think like you knew that I had a lot of school debt, but you didn't know like how much it was.
Yeah, we were driving around, I remember one night, and we were talking about, just preparing to get married and what we were going to deal with financially, and he told me he had student loans, which was normal to me, but then I asked how much, and I was just blown away.
96.
96
That was the number. And so, yeah, I mean, that caused her obviously a little bit of anxiety because Rachel, has always been a saver, doesn't have any school debt or anything like that. And I was coming in, fresh out of college with, $96,000 worth of student loans. And so it's been, 2.5 years now, which is crazy because, at the time we're thinking we'll be lucky if we pay this off in 10 years. And, we just trusted the Lord. We, try to always stay up to date with our tithe and try to be pretty diligent and disciplined with how we spend our money. And every extra dollar, if for Financial Peace University, every extra penny with gazelle intensity to the debt, that's what we did. Any extra income that would come in, any, random check, any birthday money or anything, we didn't go out and, buy anything else, buy a new TV or buy a new car, or buy any of that. We just kind of agreed that, until we get this debt off, it's like priority number one with our finances right now. And then once we get it off, then we can start talking about the things we've been dreaming about. And I think like for a lot of people I think that can be a hard discipline to master. It was still even a journey for us, but it's like delayed gratification really. And I heard someone say recently, whatever you say yes to now, you're saying no to later. And I think the vice versa is true, is whatever you're saying no to now, you're saying yes to later, and you're going to get more opportunities later. And I think that applies to finances. Just from a marriage standpoint, it's really caused us to kind of draw near together and kind of like link arms, and it's given us something to like work towards, which I think has, strengthened our marriage because, we had to dive into this thing and figure it out together. And so it kind of gave us a thing. And like, even through like, some arguments and stuff about the money, in the end, especially now with where we're at and seeing us close to this finish line, I just have like a deepened sense of gratitude for my marriage, because had it not been for Rachel, we wouldn't be in this position now. And just a deepened gratitude for what the Lord's done, like, through it all. It's just crazy to think like 2.5 years ago, we were staring at $96,000, 3 years ago, $96,000 of debt. And so, that's one impact for sure, is just in our marriage.
It's caused us to communicate about what we're spending. It's caused us to like trust each other, that he's not out like spending money on Xbox, I don't know, like random things, and I'm not doing that. So it's that. And then I think mostly though, it's just been just a sense of just extreme gratitude. When we were trying to furnish our home when we first got married, we were looking on Craigslist for dressers and things for our room, and I remember we found it was like a whole room basically
for $150.
Well, no, it was $300, and so we like raced out to the city to like meet this guy, and it was the WGN weatherman at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. He helped us load it into our car, and then he's like, right at the end, he was like, because you guys are nice people, I'm gonna give it to you for $150, all of it. Yeah. And we were like, what? So like our whole room is like cost $150. I remember just so many specific little.
We get a random check in the mail.
Yeah, like, your new job. Just there's so many different blessings. I remember too, you totaled your car right before we got married, and I thankfully had enough money. We like paid for him to get a new car, but it was a used one off of Craigslist that our friend helped us find. So there's just been so many little like cool stories, and that's what it just makes you more aware. I'm not ever wishing that we had the debt, but at the same time, it's been such a blessing, in disguise that we've seen just the Lord work in ways that we wouldn't.
And it sounds
have gotten
cliche,
to.
but like it really does like cause us to have to rely on the Lord, and it really impacted like our prayer life. I know, like, because it was one of my big prayers that like I was going for, that I had written down in my journal, and she was, you know, even probably more faithful than me, just like praying every day, you know, for the debt. Yeah, it's cool to see the Lord like answer such a big, you know, thing in our life.
Yeah.
And here we are, you know, kind of at the finish line of being debt free.